Well, if you read the first one, it says the fruit of the Spirit is love. A lot of those, all those other things can fit in that one thing of love. If you have love for one another, if you forgive your brothers and love one another, all the other ones will be fulfilled. And it says it'll cover multitudes of sin. Okay? I'm just going to share a couple little other things. One time I was, so when I was a Christian, we went to New York State, not the city. I don't want you guys getting mixed up. It's New York State, out in the woods. It doesn't usually get really hot up there. Well, this is a very summer day, and it was over 100 degrees. It was kind of like it was down here, which isn't normal for up there. And anyway, we got up there, and we ended up staying in a two-family house, and it was so hot. We had no air conditioning, and the guy gave me this little fan. And I'll make the story short. There I was, I couldn't sleep, I was sweating. And anyway, my heart went out of rhythm. I don't know if anybody has crazy things going on with their body sometimes. But my heart went out of rhythm, and I started vomiting, and I got up, and I didn't know what to do, and I got kind of nervous and scared. And anyway, I was actually on a mission trip at the time. There was about 10 of us. And I didn't know what to do. So I went downstairs, and the pastor was downstairs, and he was reading. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was still very hot, didn't get cool. And he said, "What's the matter?" And I told him my heart went out of rhythm. So he said, "Well, let's go outside, Well, we opened the door, and we closed the door, and we locked ourselves out of the house, which was crazy. And it was 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm laying on the ground, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I really didn't. I felt pretty bad. I hadn't slept in 2 days, and it was so hot, and my heart was out of rhythm, and all this crazy stuff. My wife was home. She wasn't with me. And I went into that. Finally, the light went on. It was about 5 o'clock by then. The pastor got up to do some of his reading, the pastor's house that we were staying in. And we banged on his window, and he finally let us in. And we prayed, and we talked. And anyway, he told me to go. He said, "Why don't you go in and take a shower?" And this kind of neat. Well, on the wall, there was this little saying. I don't know if any of you know it. I'll read it to you in a second here. But anyway, there was a picture. And the Lord just spoke to me and says, "You are not here to wait for the storms to pass." Okay? It says, "But to learn how to dance in the rain." I think that's pretty awesome. If things get tough, you make the best out of it. You trust the Lord that He's going to take you through. All right. One more thing. This is cool. You got to lower the lights down. Don't anybody get nervous. It's all right. I'm just going to do something. The Lord told me to do this. And it's pretty cool. I didn't even share this with my wife. She doesn't know I'm going to do it. Well, this is what He told me. Darkness is all around us, isn't it? Pretty hard sometimes to walk with the Lord, but He wants us to trust Him. And it's not about us. See, all the glory and everything is all His. It's all God's. Everything out there is God's. So He doesn't care about you, who you are, or trying to be perfect. He doesn't care about all that. What He wants is to show forth His glory in a people. That's what He's looking for. Okay, so if you're doing it with the wrong motives, if you're going out there and you're saying, well, a lot of different religions believe that they can't be saved unless they go out and work for the Lord. That's not what He wants. He wants a relationship, number one. He wants a personal relationship. He wants you to talk with Him. He wants you to commune with Him. He wants to change you. He wants to put His Holy Spirit in you, and He wants you to be a light into the world. Anyway, I'm not going to go on too long. This is cool. Tell me this ain't cool. Ready? Just give me a second here. If I can do this, I hope. Okay. Here we are. Ready? This is what it's about. Okay? This is what it's about. You know what it's about? Pretty simple. Without the Lord, without the Holy Spirit within us, we ain't much to us. Okay? God's glory in us, showing forth His light, this is who we are. Okay? Nothing in ourselves, nothing you can do, nothing you can bring forth. You be a light, let Jesus be the light in you. He says obedience is better than sacrifice. Okay, so don't try to go out and work your way there. Trust Him, believe Him for good things. Let Him use you. When you go out, talk to people. You know, there's a lot of hurt people out there. I went out today. There was a man. He was got all this gold rings and long hair and demons and stuff on his shirt. But you know what? I started talking to him, and he says, "Yeah, I'm pretty weird." He says, "I'm about the weirdest one." He was in a flea market type of thing. He's selling stuff. He says, "I'm the weirdest one in this place." And I told him, I said, "We're all different." I said, "That's how we make up the world. We're all different kinds of people." And then he began to get pretty straight, and he said to me, he says, "Yeah, I lost my wife about a year ago." And, you know, Jesus wants to touch these people's hearts. You know, there's a lot of hurt people out there. He just kind of almost broke down and said, "I lost my wife." So we need to be a light. We need to be open to the Spirit. We need to be willing to help people. Not to go out and do things. That's not what it's about. It's about Him. Glorify His name. All right.